everyone, welcome to our latest video. Today we are going to be talking about spirit guides. To help yourself learn and know your guides, meditation is, well, the obvious tool. Meditation is probably one of, or the best way of relaxing the mind, focusing it, and bringing it to the point where you can actually hear your own guides. Now, meditating just for the purpose to hear the voices inside of your head is going to make you crazy. So your meditation should begin and end with the idea that it's the betterment of you. When you meditate to meet your guides or to speak with your guides, you actually are meditating for the betterment of you, because when you get to know your guides, your journey here will be a lot less lonely. Now, meditation is a lifelong pursuit. Meditation, like yoga, is something, it's not a fad, it's not something you try for a little while. It's actually something that you incorporate into your life and find your way with, because meditation, I find, is quite individualized, because every human being is different. So every human being's experience and the way that they are stimulated and the way that they calm, the way that they relax, the way that they focus is different. Every single human being is different. So when you find your way into meditation, it's wonderful when you find the meditation that works the best for you. And the way that you can find the things that work the best for you is by knowing yourself. And one of the ways in which we get to know ourselves better is to get to know our guides. Alrighty, and also getting to know your guides can help you to understand the way your brain works a little bit better, and therefore understand your psychic abilities better, because we all have them. Just some of us just don't know where the heck they are. Upon finding your way into meditation, you might find your way into knowing your spirit guides. And it's very, very interesting, because it's not even just that they are showing me that you have to meet these various people that walk with you in life. It's more that you have to figure it out what it is that they know that they're keeping from you. It's more that you have to figure out what it is that you set on your life's path, what it is that you wanted to do. There are several ways to meditate that don't require sitting entirely still in an position, because for one, this position is difficult. You don't absolutely have to meditate in a cross-legged position, but it helps to complete the energy. So you just want to be able to complete the energy flow when you are in your meditative state or when you are meditating. But we're Westerners, and Westerners don't tend to shut up their minds. They barely tend to shut up their mouths. If you have trouble meditating quietly and in a one-pointedness, mindfulness sort of way, an alternative you can do is what I call a doer meditation. And a doer meditation is for people who need to do something with their hands or another part of their body in order to get a meditative state within their mind. And I would say most athletes would know what I'm talking about. Knitters might know what I'm talking about. Hikers would know what I'm talking about. It's sort of that state that you get into where you shut this part off and the observatory part of your brain starts to take over a little bit, where your mind is set into one pattern. So the rest of your brain can actually flourish a little bit. And therefore you can actually hear what is you and what is them. And you can tell them to do what you need them to do. Say if you decide, okay, I'm going to do or meditate and I'm going to start to knit. And while you're knitting away, knit one, purl two, knit one, purl two, and I learned that from Wilma Flintstone, the other part of your brain is active. The other part of your brain is looking around for things to do. So what you can say to your guides is, I want to meet you guys. While I'm doing knit 1, purl 2, stimulate and help me to understand in the other part of my brain who you are. Set it all out for them. If you don't feel comfortable saying these things out loud, like you feel like a complete loon, you can write it down. I have clients write down their questions for me before a reading, and 9 times out of 10, the spirit guides will actually answer each and every question before it's even asked, because they were standing right there with you when you wrote the questions down. In fact, some of them that came to your mind might have been put there by your spirit guides in the first place. My discovery of my spirit guides has been an amazing thing for me. Without my spirit guides, I wouldn't be able to do the readings that I do. Without my spirit guides, I wouldn't have been able to take control over how the dead speak to me, because my spirit guides are able to help me to get some sort of idea of what they're saying. They translate for me. And my spirit guides work with my clients' spirit guides to help me to understand the things they need to know as well. Getting to know your own spirit guides is something you will never regret doing. Getting to know your own spirit guides is something that you can do for you. And you don't have to tell anyone you're doing it. You can just do it privately. You can just do it with you. And then you'll always have a group that will laugh at your jokes. When I talk about spirit guides, I do include the higher self. I see my higher self within my spirit guides. Now, when I use the term higher self, I'm actually using a term coined by I don't know who. I am not even sure where the term comes from, to be honest. Nor am I actually even sure where the term spirit guides comes from. But it's the one I use because it's the one that's there. If those terms don't speak to you, but the other things do, then go with that. What I see, what I feel, and what I interpret has to run through here, has to go through my brain. So everything that I tell you is through the interpretation of me. And I cannot stress that strongly enough, because I would like you to figure out what the interpretation is through you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to message them to me. I can be reached at www.trinityyogaandspiritualservices.com, www.trinityyogaandspiritualservices.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Bobbi Rowntree, Spiritual Medium. I hope you enjoy the next video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.